we're doing this.
Let's go.
All right, do this.
All right. Get my wits about me.
Sober up.
Okay.
That's impossible.
Man, so we don't try to drink some more.
First party post-COVID.
It's gonna be nuts. 7 holes through the wall, for sure.
Minimum.
Yeah, the
People going missing.
You can have like bare people in a place. Everyone's gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a new holiday.
Project X, bro.
Another thing to distract
Whatever that movie was.
from.
What was that movie called? Was it Project? What was it called?
Project X was like the epic party movie.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That movie was actually pretty funny. You
never seen Project X?
There's one part in
bro, it's fucking sick. It's like a true party movie. Like,
there's a couple of good parts of the movie, but there's one part right at the beginning that fucking makes me die.
Okay.
It's like, it's just a random, like, they're talking to people about the getting ready for the party while they're hyping it up, and it just cuts to like this Spanish dude, and he's like, "Get high, fuck bitches." You already know, like the way he says it is just so fucking funny.
Yeah, that movie is so dope.
It used to kill me every time I'd see it because it's like a mockumentary basically.
Yeah,
it's jokes.
That shit was wild.
On that note, Project TGR in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, back again in the TGR stew. It's me, it's Ryga. I'm here with J Bills.
What's the good people?
And I'm here with Nico Suave.
What up?
Jeez. I felt that. I felt the...
What's that you claim, you know? Those ones.
That's the room right there.
Holy.
So hopefully J-Rod joins us sometime in the near future, but he's just doing them daddy things, you know.
6 weeks. 6 weeks, he said.
Gotta put his kid away.
So right now I'm
away. Oh shit.
So right now I'm trying to channel my inner J-Rod.
But the do-rag comes at the end.
It's not a Dewey though.
It's not a Dewey though.
But yeah. What else? What are you guys saying, yo?
You know, just living the dream. I'm sure our viewers will be able to tell, and I'm sure eventually the listeners will hone in if they don't hear the beginning. I took an edible earlier because I totally forgot we were doing this. So full disclosure.
Man's are balls old.
I look the way that I look right now. I am the way that I look right now.
I look the way I look right now.
Like, to be completely honest, you look pretty good compared to when you first came on screen. I was like, this guy is blasted out.
I told you I needed to eat. I ate. Nico watched me eat some food. I learned about ASMR and how that's a thing. Watching people eat food. All of our listeners and followers, please comment if you would like me to eat something on camera. I will do it. No problem.
I was trying to explain to him that this people eating on camera and getting hundreds of thousands of views is a legit thing on YouTube, where people like to strictly listen to like the chewing and stuff.
Yeah,
it's so weird, but it's called ASMR. I'm sure most of the viewers already know what this is, but it can literally be anything. It could be like rainfall, or just a sound that makes you comfortable and at ease. I don't know. What's a random one for you? I know for me, when I get tattooed, like the tattoo gun sound is it like eases my mind.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird.
It's weird.
That is interesting.
Rainfall is another good one. Like that's a classic one. Fire, like campfire or something like that.
Fire crackling.
Cooking, like when you're fucking sauteing some, chefing it up on some.
What about a fish tank?
Fish tank, yeah, fish tank. Literally, all that kind of white noise or brown noise, whatever it is. Yeah. Maybe we'll start a TGR ASMR channel. Who knows?
That'd be wild.
You know, if the people demanded, We will give the people what they want.
I'm just sitting there eating wings and our burgers and things. Just watch me eat my burgers, fam.
Bro, like honestly, like
I'd watch it.
if I could make cash doing that online every day, every meal,
100%.
every meal I'd be on camera. I'd have
100%.
buy the greasiest mics ever.
You'd be stupid not to. You'd be stupid not to. Like,
yeah, it'd be foolish still.
you know what I'm saying?
And then I'll start an OnlyFans where I'll eat food.
OnlyFans, only food.
Only food.
That's a good app name for food delivery.
Only foods? Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Food porn.
IE.
Food's so good, it's like there's something there in that. You can.
Anyways,
G food.
Some sort of.
Well, speaking of inappropriate content, did you hear that in China they're trying to implement anal swabs for COVID?
That's a real thing. I thought it was fake when I saw that.
That's just weird.
It honestly could be, but I read the article on like CBS or some shit, CB whatever, or
one of the CBs,
CP24 or some shit.
City House.
I don't know if I trust that.
I was in complete disbelief, right?
Yeah.
When someone told me like, "Oh, anal swabs," I was like, "What? Anal swabs?"
Just keep that shit away from my butthole.
So I was reading the article, and apparently, so the reasoning behind it, I don't know if this is true, right? You definitely got to fact check this. I'm no doctor or scientist, but apparently, supposedly, the COVID virus lingers in your lower intestinal tract, so that it's a way to obtain fucking the presence of the virus. I don't know, man.
No. It's a way to essentially get into men's and women's goodies.
No thanks.
Basically it.
I'm good still.
Yeah.
I'm good. My Lord. We are about to be joined by Jay.
That
picture kills me every time, bro.
Such a good.
That picture.
I feel like he's on a plane. Is he on a plane in that?
I don't know, but he looks like he's super chilling and like, you know, such a cool guy.
IE.
This looks like the beginning of a horror movie, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm watching Paranormal.
I just got caught in this situation, dog. I need you to help me. That's literally what he's about to say right now.
If J-Rod started in a Paranormal Activity, I would fucking watch it.
The Bear Spliff Project.
Every day.
So then I'd watch it every day.
So, yo, I'm in a situation still.
A situation, dog.
What's your situation, bro?
Babies are like, what do you call those bombs that just go off when like
like mines?
Like proximity mines, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yo.
So what happened to your baby? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have asked.
But I just grabbed the phone.
Okay, shut up, Pills. Is he running away? This is exciting.
I don't know what he's doing, yeah.
There's a new dynamic to podcasting right now.
I know. And we gotta like do the play-by-play for our
Children in the darkness.
I can see his glasses, that's for sure.
Jared is taking us to the darkness. We are watching the Blair Spliff Project right now.
For real.
Should I full screen it? Like, you know.
J-Rod, fill us in.
Yeah, bro, I think something happened to him, bro. I see dead people.
Just glasses and shit.
Oh, jeez. This guy went into the further.
What's up, buddy?
What's up,
It's your Tito's.
Let me turn off the light. Now Zoom. What happened to the Zoom, man?
This is the most ignorant shit.
This is a video thing, fam. Oh, there you go. Hi.
Jeez.
What up, buddy?
Tell me you're not going to sleep, dude.
So cute.
What up?
Yo, Mari, go to sleep, buddy.
It's like we're babysitting.
But you Asher man's barely lighting his eyepiece.
Yeah. Mario, it's your Tito Nico.
Jeez.
That's right.
He's really not trying to go to sleep.
Yo, J-Rod.
What's going on?
You know they're doing anal swabs in China?
That's ridiculous.
You heard about that though, right?
I heard about that. Yeah, I did.
See? I'm not making this shit up, bro.
You're not making that shit up. I see it too. I heard about it.
Amari, they're gonna start implementing anal swabs for little boys that don't go to sleep.
That's dark, man. That's fucked up, bro.
I'm quiet, yo.
Actually, dark? How's that dark?
Oh, shit.
Trying to convince the kid to go to sleep.
It's not, he can't understand you.
Bro, this kid knows me, all right? I'm his Uncle Rye guy.
What are these? What are these faces I'm seeing? These shapes.
Yeah.
Not even these shapes.
What's that white dot on the screen?
My God, I don't know.
That's how he knows you. Is that what you just said? That's fucking jokes, man. Amare.
That's a trippy thing. Do you really think they're gonna bring that shit over here? The anal swap stuff?
You know,
Hell no, bro. Hell no.
No, I don't think they.
Why would they?
I don't think they can do that.
People don't even like getting their nasal swab, let alone an anal swab.
So we can put it up your nose and then up your butt. We ain't gonna use a new swab. We'll use the same swab. We're gonna start with the butt first.
They can't get away with it over here, I don't think. They're already having trouble, yeah, like Nico said, they're already having trouble getting people to do like the nasal swab.
Yeah. I mean,
where's Sammy?
he's not here.
Is he coming?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, we already started the cast, eh?
I know. I see the record in the top.
I seen that snow, you know? Done, no.
We started without your ass.
I know. I figured.
That's okay.
So, yo,
We're glad you showed up, though.
the other day was Bell Let's Talk,
Mm-hmm.
which is good because you agree, Omari? Hope everybody's been taking care of their mental health.
Yes, definitely.
Mm.
And if
Priority
Sammy was
number
here-
one.
If Sammy's here, this is a good time to plug his Lost and Found podcast, which has to do a lot with
I mean, the viewers are
bettering yourself and whatnot.
to our viewers, check out our last episode 38 or 39. Sorry, oof. Mushrooms and munchies, and we talk about actually mushrooms helping treat certain disorders. So
Yeah.
that's a good one. And it's like a two-parter. It's like a second part of our mushrooms talk that we did a while ago, but we're not on mushrooms this time.
Not this time.
Yeah,
So it's a semi-comprehensive discussion.
yeah.
To say
Yeah,
the
that
least.
was awesome.
But we will do
A part
a
two.
Truman Show part 2. A Truman Show.
Part two, yeah. Definitely.
True. Mention.
That would be a super trip. I know it's a very popular episode, especially for people who have done mushrooms before because they know exactly what we're going through. Essentially,
100%.
I'm trying to do a podcast at the same time as well.
yeah.
But I know this is kind of like late, but y'all hear about GameStop and shit?
Dog, of course, bro.
Wild, bro.
Yeah, which is pretty nuts. I mean, that forum that they discuss topics on, like on Reddit, Wall Street Bets. I peruse that thread a lot, actually, almost every day. But it's crazy to see where it came from because they've been talking about it like probably from 6 months ago.
Yeah.
The depreciation of GameStop and how like they kind of want to revive it. Are you guys familiar with like the details on what's happened or why it happened at all?
Essentially, kind of what happened with GameStop. It started to decline because with the new systems coming out, they're built more to cater towards. I mean, there's a version of the PlayStation where there is no disc slot, so you're not buying physical games anymore. So that was kind of the start of the decline. is essentially with the new next gen gaming systems, essentially physical games are getting phased out. So it's only a matter of time before, and everyone's shopping online. So GameStop, a lot of their power is in their distribution through other stores, but that's definitely going to weaken now that people will be able to essentially buy from anywhere online and they don't have to go to GameStop.
So it's sort of like a Blockbuster. It was like a Blockbuster type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. It's like exactly. I mean, I know they're switching to obviously e-commerce about time, but it's like the whole process that occurred in order to get to this position was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with like the term short squeezing? Anybody who's familiar with stocks?
So I kind of have an idea, but I wouldn't be able to describe it justice.
Right. So basically, in layman's terms, it's when a stock price jumps higher, like really sharply. And then this forces traders, which is in this case the hedge funds, right? The big conglomerates.
Mm-hmm.
They were betting that this stock would plummet, right? Because they're like, I guess it's another Blockbuster, or this place things going to shit because nobody goes to fucking EB Games anymore or GameStop, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So in stocks, it's called options trading, right? So if you can just read up on that a little bit, but so it essentially forces the hedge fund traders that this price would plummet, right? So they just buy a whole ton amount in order to prevent greater losses that they already incurred, right? Because they own so much of it. Well, what happens is that this only creates a scramble in a sense to add upward pressure at the stock's price. So what the people from Reddit, which is the community Wall Street Bets, what they did is that they bought a whole bunch, right?
Oh, shit, Lord.
So they were essentially coming together and deciding as a community that we're going to buy this thing out, like what the hedge funds do, right? So they were essentially jacking up the price, right? They were jacking up the price because there was a need for it. Mm-hmm. But because the hedge fund traders own so much, and that they were betting that the price was going to go the opposite direction, they're literally incurring all these losses because this price is going up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
So the more that these retail investors, which is people like you and I, or in this case, the Redditors that are holding GameStop, they were holding their positions so that they don't need to sell, right? If they can't sell, that they can't collect profits, they can't collect losses, so that jacks up the price for the hedge fund owners. Right? So it essentially went from, I think it was like $5, something like that, $5 to $300 something.
I think the highest was like $469 or something.
Yeah, it was around there. Yeah. So you can see
it's crazy.
That, right?
It's wild.
The amount of money that people made is unbelievable.
And the thing with short squeezing, right? This thing, what they call short squeezing, it's technically called naked puts, right? Just Google that. It's illegal. It's technically illegal.
Right.
They really do, because you're essentially buying more of something that doesn't exist. They bought out 140% of the stock, the hedge funds. Well, you can't buy 140% of. You can't own 140% of a mug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were essentially borrowing, because they were so convinced that the price was going to plummet that they would recoup their losses in the end.
Ain't no recouping.
But it backfired significantly.
Jesus. That's crazy. That's a finesse.
They're just
wild. Rich guys are cheese.
Power to the people, bro.
I'll get to that, because let's see. Where was I going with this?
I assume these men probably shut that shit down after a while. You know, these rich white people can't just let that go down.
So exactly. So it's
what the fuck.
On some platforms, they started limiting how much you could buy and shit, right?
Yeah, on certain platforms, right? But before that is like the reason why it's illegal is because it's so one-sided, right? Mm-hmm. Like the only people who get away with that are the multi-billion billion-dollar hedge funds that grease the pockets of literally everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
So the same thing happened in the 2008 housing market. It was a giant bubble, right? So when companies or whatever lost their funding or whatever, they were sort of bailed out, right, by other companies. They just printed more money. That's literally what they're doing right now. They're just printing more money. But so in a sense, like these people are like, hey, fuck that shit. It's not happening now, right? So they were losing so much money. At one point, they lost $40 billion with a B. Right?
Jesus.
The accumulation of these hedge funds were losing up to upwards of $40 billion. Right? So obviously they're like, nah.
This ain't right.
It's not supposed to happen. Not supposed to happen to us.
Shut it down.
It's not supposed to happen to us. It's supposed to happen to them, right?
Yeah.
Rich get richer, poor get poorer, right?
Definitely.
So what certain platforms did, I don't know if you're familiar with the platform called Robinhood in the United States.
Robinhood.
Man's in the hood.
Yeah.
Very ironic name in this case. But Robinhood is essentially a Wealthsimple version, like the United States version of Wealthsimple trading here in Canada. Essentially, it's 0% commission-free trading with a little more things that you can do, like options trading. But anyways, so what they did is that they halted the trading for that particular stock. So what they did was they disabled the search for GameStop on the search bar, and they also disabled the buy button for the stock. So essentially, you can't buy, but you can sell your position to these hedge fund managers, and therefore they can recoup their money.
Exactly.
So obviously, mans are hella cheese, right? Because I think at that point there was 2 million people in that community of Wall Street bets. Now I think there's like 10 mil. But anyways,
I definitely joined.
I joined.
Jeez.
Just to see what's up.
Yeah.
they fucking got super cheese. They were, they got the backing from certain politicians like AOC and Ted Cruz, and filed lawsuits against these people, which it might get swept under the rug. It probably will, because they got too much fucking goddamn. It is quite the paradigm shift that we need in terms of seeing the disparity between the classes, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Our generation is cyclical.
Happy.
I mean, it's crazy because they do this shit all the time, right?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden,
when we do it
as a needs and like a means to an end, right? Like there's no two ways about it. Our generation was not set up to be the most successful generation.
Succeed. Yeah.
Whether it be inflation or education or the economy or just the fucking times we're in. So, you can't blame these people for seeing an opportunity and try to capitalize on it. They weren't doing anything illegal. They weren't doing any insider trading. Right? They were just doing what the big dudes do, but
they were doing it publicly.
Publicly, right? Exactly, publicly, not fucking behind the doors.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they get cheese because they're losing money, and us little guys are, this is like, for some of these guys, it's their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? So, in order to fuck with people's money like that is not a good look at all. Yeah.
Facts. Big facts.
That's
it's kind of ironic, like Robin Hood, right? The name.
Still favorite for the poor.
Robin Man's in the hood.
It's funny because they put a warning, like they were trying to sort of protect the people from these volatile trades.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, all of a sudden they care about the people, but
do they?
Like, you're allowed to do options trading as soon as you fucking open an account, and they don't say anything, which is the most riskiest form of trading. And all of a sudden they care about the people. So
yeah.
I know a lot of people in the community were talking about switching platforms as they should. Like,
I would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy though.
But yeah, it's kind of as you said, like it's just a perfect example of the disparity in kind of our society, and like it's not surprising. That's the thing that bothers me the most about it. It's not surprising something like that happens. It's just surprising how surprised a lot of people are about that. And that's why like it's getting so much buzz, because normally shit like this doesn't even get the kind of buzz, because it happens every day of these big companies doing it. But then as soon as people do it, it becomes a much bigger story, right?
Yeah, I feel like because the way times are changing now, it's getting more attention because of that reason. Like you have so many platforms that allow for a regular person to start trading, and then you have open forums like Reddit and shit like that. And I wholeheartedly support that shit, because I feel like it gives social media a good name for once. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to shit like Instagram or Facebook and shit. Like it's literally these people coming together on a common ground and using the clout or the platform as leverage in order to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? So there's that, and yeah. The reason why I feel like it hasn't gotten much attention before is because people don't have access to the things that they have access to now.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Like I know in Canada, we recently just got like free commission trading and shit, and I think it was in the States, same thing, but a few years ago. So.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna open up a Wealthsimple account now. I've been doing it through my bank, and it's not like I get charged an arm and a leg to do trades. Like it's only like a $5 charge. But at the end of the day, I could have, free.
Why not, bro?
So why?
$0.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. I haven't read up any news on it now, especially because it's the weekend, so not much is going on. But hopefully next week shit pops off for show. Because I know the same thing. They're trying to do the same thing with AMC. You guys are familiar with AMC?
Yeah, I heard AMC, something about Bed Bath & Beyond, Nokia, BlackBerry.
Nokia, yeah.
BlackBerry.
The thing about BlackBerry is that it got caught up in the mix, and it's actually it's a good, like I invested in it recently because the deal they signed with Amazon, they're trying to implement them in electric vehicles. Their security is some of the best in the industry. So it's a legitimate longer term play as opposed to something like AMC or GameStop.
Because those are probably done. BlackBerry could maybe make a comeback.
BlackBerry is one of those companies that
they're around, fam. Don't sleep. That's one of them.
The thing with BlackBerry is that they turned their whole shit around. They didn't just keel over and die, right? After their phones proved to be unsuccessful, especially compared to Android and iPhone, they put their resources towards something else, which is developing software, security software, all these things, right? Communications, and then they're actually really fucking good at it.
Yeah,
it's a good thing that they're a Canadian company too. So.
BBM days?
The 9700 and 9780, bro? Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh, man.
It kind of reminds me of another company that way back in the day was somewhat unsuccessful, but then all of a sudden nowadays became Apple,
Yeah.
wasn't
because Apple like on the brink of just being done at one point back in like the 80s or 90s?
I feel like especially like all top tier 1% of companies like Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Alibaba, all that shit. I feel like they've all come to a point like that in their
lifestyle. She's looking kind of bleak.
You know what I'm saying?
Bam, just like that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. But there's a very good podcast that covers sort of the ins and outs of this whole debacle that we're talking about, GameStop, and it's called it's on Spotify, and it's called GameStop is the Battle, BTC is the War. This is by a podcast called Bitcoin Audible, And it's sort of like an open letter type thing, but very factual, and it gives an unbiased, neutral view at what occurred. Very informative.
What's the podcast called?
It's called Bitcoin Audible. And the episode's called GameStop is the battle, BTC is the war.
Adding it right now.
And so, where does this lead us?
Where does it lead us?
Obviously, we know that the monetary system, in terms of Wall Street and stocks and all that shit, there is market manipulation. I don't think anybody's 100%. oblivious to that. It's like essentially that anything that makes money in that sort of way, whether it be sports gambling, sports, stock markets, anything like that, there is sort of the house always has an edge, right?
Yeah.
So because of this market manipulation, it's no longer determined. It can no longer be deemed a free market, where if in a free market, everybody has an equal opportunity, whether that be if I have $1,000 or if that guy has $1 billion, right?
Yeah, but that's not how it is though right now.
That's what a free market is determined by. However, so we know now that it's not like that. There's complete disparity and polarity between the two. That's why cryptocurrency is going to be the wave. And I'm not here to preach that's the thing, but if you want to look at decentralized monetary system, then you have to sort of connect the dots and see where currency is going along the evolution of humans and technology.
Yeah.
Like 100 years ago, we didn't think that we would pay with our phones. Or, well, we didn't even fucking have mobile phones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or a piece of plastic. We didn't think we could pay for a house with a piece of plastic. Now we can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way technology is moving. Therefore, we have to follow it. J-Bills, what were you saying?
I was saying, do you guys hear about this doggy coin?
Dogecoin, yeah.
Dogecoin, sorry, yeah. Dogecoin. So how is that bubbling right now? Is it a situation where like people are trying to hop on that wave too? Or is that just more so of another play that these guys are trying to make to mess with the masses?
You're talking about Dogecoin?
Dogecoin, yeah. I think it's just another pump and dump.
That's what I'm thinking.
When you get somebody so influential, rich, someone like Elon Musk who pumps Bitcoin and in this case Dogecoin, people are obviously going to buy into it, right? Makes sense.
So
like, he's very influential, right?
So that's like sort of when 50 was talking about this penny stock or something like that. He invested a whole bunch in it and it flipped to 2 pennies. And then after the man made like 15 million like one day or something like that.
Yeah, buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing.
That's smart.
It's like it's in a sense that is market manipulation, right? Because if you have that much influence and leverage and clout, you can make waves, right? That's essentially what Reddit did with GameStop app. They just got together, and it was a sort of like a snowball effect type of thing.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, 99% of cryptocurrencies are bullshit. Like there's no legitimate backing to them. But if you look at things like if you study in depth about Bitcoin and in particular, I think Ethereum is going to be like the wave in the future. But the reason why it's the wave and people are sort of resorting more towards crypto because of this certain situation is because there is no middleman when it comes to crypto. Like if I wanted to send you X amount of fucking A coin right now, it would just be between you and I. There would be no middleman. There would be no bank.
No bank.
There would be no latency. It would just be your address, my address. That's it. Right? And it can't be manipulated like the market. Right? Because the reason why the market can be manipulated so easily is because they can keep printing money, right? Like look what Biden is trying to do right now. Just print trillions of dollars for a stimulus package, right? When you can print something and that's essentially infinite, what value does it hold to society?
Not much.
Right?
No.
In the term of Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoin in existence.
Which is crazy.
There can be no less, there can be no more than that. It's just, it's a fact, right? Because of that, it's not strictly that determines its value, but the fact that, like I said earlier, this is the future of money. Like if you want to, how we talk about one world currency type of shit, and when we get in our conspiracy theorist phase, this completely is the opposite of that. This is a people's currency. You know what I'm saying? We control the market in this case.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, governments don't want that, but also
at all. And they'll find a way, but you just have to.
But you can't. The crazy part about it is that you can't censor it. Literally cannot censor something like Bitcoin. I mean, you can ban it, right? I guess you can. Like, I know India and China have tried banning. China's tried banning Bitcoin 250 times since its inauguration.
No, fuck that. No Bitcoin.
Keep banning it.
Shut it down.
India and China trying to ban it again this year for the third time because they want like total market control type thing, right? But how do you ban something that's not centralized?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, in theory, it makes sense, and if you look at it deeper, it makes even more sense because in order to essentially ban that currency, you'd have to ban the people from purchasing, from fucking consuming. But you can't do that, right? Because it's always going to happen no matter what.
And they just don't want to relinquish control. That's why I don't know how something that can be the future if the powers that be won't really allow it because it's not in their best interest. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But it's sort of like it's the
pessimistic view.
It's the beginnings of anti-establishment, that's for sure. I mean,
shut it down.
I rather have it present, and it's been around for 10 plus years, than not have the ideology or the means to do it whatsoever.
It'd be pretty huge if the world moved in that direction.
I mean, people already are.
But I mean the whole world.
Right.
Like, fuck federal banking, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, man.
But
what do you think?
Is that gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know.
My conspiracy mind's coming out low key for some reason. What if this? I'm feeling like this whole cryptocurrency is like a means to head fake the masses into thinking that we have this whole type of currency that's there for us in the future, but realistically, it's just helping this great restart they're trying to do this whole entire time. And cryptocurrency is actually the platform that they can use to actually help the dollars go away entirely. But realistically, it's just the powers that be that are saying, oh, there's only 21 million now, but then after when all the money's gone, they just jack it up just like it's money. Oh, it's one world money, and they control it again. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But that's very
possible. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know where you're going.
You see what I mean? But like, not exactly that, but like in that gist, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know the devil's a liar, bro. The devil's a liar, bro. Don't get twisted. She's real out there. So have this.
Like, have you sort of read anything about the basics of like blockchains or anything like that? Do you know?
I was talking to my boy about some of this stuff. My boy Matt, and like he's in like the business, like he does a whole bunch of shit in business wise and stuff like that. But realistically, he's just telling me, like, shit's popping off right now in the market, and it's getting kind of crazy out there. Even for like Wall Street, these guys are like low key panicking and shit like that. They're like, what's going on? Because what's going on with GameStop and shit like that. If they could do it with that, why can't they do it with other, stocks and stuff like that and shut it down? If you think about it, if this happens repetitively. Yeah,
no, I get it. I know, I understand what you're trying to say. And obviously you can make the argument that because they have so much money and control that they can have the edge to control whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But the fundamentals of crypto was that so that it can occur. It's literally the first thing that was implemented into developing the program.
Mm.
Like if you read the white paper, which like a white paper is a term for sort of the manifesto of the product, it was to create a decentralized platform for everybody because, like I said, it's not centralized. It's not controlled by one person, and it can't be controlled by a conglomerate because it's everyday people that you and I who control the circulation of it. Right?
Yeah,
It's a pretty crazy concept. If like, you definitely need to read into it because
definitely need to, because it seems like if that's the case, that'd be dope. But I just feel like the powers that be, no, it is, man.
no, 100%. I know how
like,
it is. But,
yeah, I mean, like we out here. Every single one of us has experienced the bullshit from the powers that be, some way or another, in one way, no matter what you think. Even just by going to a bank, right there, that's just our money in the bank. That's how it is, right?
Exactly.
It's just crazy.
Once our money is in the bank, we technically don't. That's
it's gone. It's just not even there.
Yeah.
Realistically. Everyone's just borrowing shit, basically. At the end of the day.
It's an IOU, right?
Yo, you give me this, I'll give you that. Maybe. And
that's because it's in limbo. It's essentially in limbo, right? They're holding it, but like as an ending point, because there's such a finite amount. What's mine is mine. Type of thing. If I let go of that, I can never get it back unless I get more. That's what this currency is about. And if you look at things like sort of like Ethereum, which is it's basically a currency with a fucking microchip in it. Like you can only claim that value of that currency if you do a certain thing. Right. So here's a very poor example, but if you can only accept X amount of my Ethereum if you give me a haircut, and that's the only way you can get it. It's called smart contracts. So it can literally be used for nothing else other than what it's
for that specific
thing.
That's crafty. That's crafty.
So the thing about Ethereum and Ether is that it's unlike Bitcoin, people could actually run programs off of the whole basis of what Ethereum is built on, what it's programmed on. So that's definitely the future. But yeah, that's my rant on GameStop and crypto.
That's intense. The world's a trippy place. A lot of crazy shit's popping up right now.
What a time right now. What a time.
Yeah, man.
It's just crazy right now. I love it. I'm all here for it, though.
Mans are locked down. Other mans are waging war on fucking Wall Street. Mans in America are waging war on themselves and probably in the Middle East again. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah, shit's in.
Yeah, I got a theme for this episode. The theme is that people are waking the fuck up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you think about it, it's like whether it be the virus, people are not taking the vaccine. They're becoming skeptical of the numbers or the mortality rate or the infection rate, right? Huge fucking market manipulation actually just went down. Cryptos, currency. What else? What else happened lately?
I mean, white supremacy.
People are dying like crazy. A lot of celebrities. Wildly.
A lot of celebrities, yeah. But I mean, like, you're talking about like moves. I mean, like, you could look at Amazon, for example. Amazon is, well on its way to world domination, and then Walmart and Shopify have teamed up to
really
tackle them down. Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
Oh shit! They linked up Shopify and Walmart.
Shopify and Walmart have
Walmart, bro.
Partnership.
Those are the ultimate demons.
Listen, Walmart Canada Marketplace. That's going to be like, the Walmart US Marketplace is already live, but essentially the same thing as Amazon, except you're using Walmart stores as your distribution centers.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than just having a monopoly, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, they definitely just hold on to everything. It's ridiculous. Pop shops beware.
Molly's.
Thank you.
Voila.
Oh yeah, like the economic disparity, right? Because all these small businesses are closing down. We talked about that.
It's gonna be rough on them.
Well, that's it. Basically, it's just fuck all these small businesses. The only place you need to shop from are Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, basically, and grocery stores. And you're gonna do it all through marketplaces. You're gonna do it all through what's the big grocery store one right now? Fresh something.
Freshco?
No. That's an actual grocery
What?
store. I'm talking about the app for groceries. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. So you're going to be ordering through that. If you want takeout food, you're going to be ordering through Skip the Dishes or Uber. And then if you want any of your goods, if you're not ordering it directly from a company's website, supporting e-commerce that way, you're going to be doing so through Amazon or Walmart Marketplace. The crazy thing about Amazon is, like, even if you are an established brand or a growing brand, on average, essentially 60% of all consumers start their product search in Amazon. Something around, it's definitely over 50. It's either 60 or just below, but definitely above 50%.
I'm one of them, so I can't lie to you.
So before anyone will search Google, before search, anywhere,
Sure.
other marketplace, before you even go and say, oh, well, I know I like this company, I'm going to search this on that, everyone will go to Amazon because
Amazon's bubbles.
And what Amazon and Walmart and these companies are doing, essentially, they're trying to elevate the game to get to 1 day, 2 day delivery. So then all of that, and then I think we talked about it before, was the thing that Amazon was doing, where essentially if someone does a return, rather than paying for the shipping to have it all returned back, they just allow the customer have it because the lifetime value of that customer is way more. Plus, it puts that expectation on that's how a transaction should go down. If I don't want it, I still keep it without paying for it, essentially. And then that'll affect small business owners, because if that's not part of the return policy, that's going to hinder the user experience. So essentially, you set up the expectations of what a good user experience is, and what you do is you make it something that the average Joe would never be able to afford. And then what do you have? You've created unreal expectations that the average startup can't afford to get. And so that essentially hurts their value proposition in the end, and the marketplaces will win.
What's big money to small change?
I mean, it's either that or like China, North Korea, and Russia, where Amazon was banned and shit. So it's just
I mean, they're not
none of that
to do that. I mean, like, I don't hate Amazon. I use Amazon. I'm a proud Amazon user, but Amazon's kind of everything. They dip their toes in everything. They're essentially copycat killers. Like, they find people who are killing it, people who are winning, and they're like, okay, well, this is what they're doing. Let's take that and try and make it a little bit better, or at least equivalent, but for a lesser price. You know what I mean? What's the value of an Amazon Prime account versus Netflix, when you can basically have Amazon Prime Video, which is sort of like a Netflix? Oh, plus I can get all this free shipping in 2 days for all the
convenience
stuff that I may need, and also might just want, and make impulse buys and spend more money than I need to, and just be an everyday consumer.
Yeah.
Facts.
I feel like we're like maybe I'm just mellow from my edible, but I feel like I'm very pessimistic tonight with just everything. Like, everything I've read about the GameStop thing,
I'm like, none of this.
All the memes that I've seen, I'm just like, I
have no time for this.
The whole thing just makes me mad. Even though parts of it I couldn't understand, I still understood in the bigger picture what was going on. And essentially, it's what is always going on, and essentially it's just the system is set up incorrectly, and we're not in a position. The average person, the majority of people, aren't in a position to do anything about it. And then the ones that do, of course, once people do find a way, they're gonna find a way to stop that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but like I feel like the takeaway part of that whole situation is that when people get together, they can make waves.
Power to the people.
Right? And that scares them, right? Because look at what they did. They halted all these trading. So
Which is insane.
it is right to have sort of an optimistic view on it, because the more that happens, the more people are brought attention to it, the more people are aware, the more it will happen, the more something will change. I mean,
Hopefully.
that's the way it's got to be. And obviously we're fighting a downhill battle, but are we out of the picture? No, I don't believe so. And
We're in the ends, fam.
I'm happy for these guys who, even if it does get swept under the rug, these people some of these dudes made a killing.
Yeah.
Like your average person made a killing, and you can't hate on that, because that's just.
Oh, I'm definitely happy for them. Yeah.
Maybe that will be us. You know what I'm saying? That could be us one day. You know,
That will be
Facts.
us.
so the
soon.
fact that is
Just not.
sort of the fact that that's attainable it gives me a broader view of things, right? That's how I'm trying to live my life in the future. You know, I'm trying to travel the world with my girl.
Plays, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to make plays.
So, at the end of the day, I have to believe it's going to work, because I have to make it work. There's no two ways about it, man. My parents didn't come to this fucking country with nothing in order for me to just sit around and fucking mellow out and be pessimistic about shit. I gotta do it, bro. I gotta do it.
Hey, I'm allowed to be pessimistic and still
100%.
Hey,
No,
but
100%.
I do appreciate you bringing light though to the positive element of it all, which I was ignoring, and that's true. Is that like some regular day Joes like us made some fucking crazy coin, and that gives me a little ray of hope as well.
Yeah, and a lot of times on this podcast, we talk about sort of the dark spectrum of things, right? We usually refer to the conspiratorial aspect of things, but
Just be bubbling out there.
sometimes you need to disconnect, you know?
Yeah,
I feel like when I went for my nature walk last weekend, I really got to fucking enjoy shit more, especially because it was with people I haven't seen in a fucking long ass time. So, yeah. Perfect timing for mental health. I don't know if it's a mental health day or just Bell Let's Talk day. Was that?
Bro, so you know what? Link up. What are you saying?
It's just a Bell day where essentially they get people to engage with them. So, try to promote ending the stigma on mental health, which is, obviously very easy.
I mean, it's
for everyone to get behind, because everyone would agree that, there shouldn't be stigma around that. And,
yeah, and I agree. Like, I feel like it's way more effective than something like Movember.
Yeah.
Where
I don't remember
for some reason you grow a mustache and you somehow support the.
Well, other people donate, whereas Bell Let's Talk is however much engagement they donate 5.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you think those people who grow mustaches all donate to fucking whatever?
Hell no. I promise you not.
I don't think so. I think it's just
I promise you in all my soul not. No.
Well, other people donate to them, but yeah, some people will grow the mustache and not do.
No, I think the majority of people will do that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll grow my mustache. For sure.
I'm just saying it's an easier avenue to support, because I don't know. It's like you text and then it's 5 cents or something. Like
for every use of the hashtag, essentially every view of their videos, there's
exactly. So people are on fucking social media anyways. They're gonna do that, and I don't know.
Exactly, and then,
I mean, if you're gonna use social media to do something like that, it might as well be something like Bell Let's Talk, as opposed to fucking grow a mustache and
grow a mustache and see what I want.
And then
that is another thing you should be doing with social media, doing good things, positive things, making moves.
And literally exactly.
That's why you can find us on TGR_905 on Instagram.
Yep.
Trying to make waves,
Yeah. And then definitely check us out at TGR905.com. You know, for all the goods. And, you know, we're on YouTube and stuff too. So
My shit's backwards and yours isn't. I'm cheesed about this.
your shit's backwards.
It seems straight on yours.
Why is my shit? Why is it backwards?
Oh, I
It's not
guess
backwards. It's straight still.
my straight too.
Yeah, it's straight on both. You guys are wild.
Beaning out.
You guys are, yo, mine's backwards. Oh.
It's backwards on my screen, bro. Maybe from
If you mirror it, it will be.
is it just from our
I rate it.
looks
Yeah.
My
like,
bad.
I don't know.
My bad.
Weird. Maybe it's like on your own screen or something.
Yeah, let us know if you guys are fucking with these weekly episodes and try to get it out more. Man, I hope fucking shit starts opening up.
Lie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the warm weather so I can get out there every single fucking day.
It was so cold these past couple of days.
I don't even care if people can link up together. I'm just
I don't even care. Nothing.
Be my watch, you know? Demo.
like I consider myself introverted, right? But I like to go out and fucking enjoy things. Not necessarily talk to people, but, you know.
But be out there. I get it.
Omari's beaning right now. Look at him. He's fucking hilarious.
This guy ain't going to sleep tonight. He's like, no,
getting
daddy,
buzzed
sleep.
right now.
That means J-Rod's not going to sleep.
Yeah.
You see him drinking the beer earlier? He's like,
Yeah.
Cheers.
Dash the bottle.
yeah, actually, one thing I'm looking forward to is seeing the baby in person, man. I really want to see.
Yeah, dog.
All right.
Kobe's done.
Kobe done? You see him snore. Oh, shit.
He's chilling, bro.
I mean, I hope this thing's done. I don't think it'll be done anytime soon. I hope it gets at least to a point where we can all link up again and, you know, be back in the TGR stew where we belong, doing the thing.
That's what I miss a lot. I miss. Never did I say I would miss being on camera, but I miss
joking, bro. That's right.
Being at the stew.
the stew.
I miss freestyling
Miss
after
stew.
the podcast, to be honest.
I miss dunking on the net.
Yeah, yo. Holy.
Guy's probably been working on his dunks, like
Bars and dunking, dog.
jumping on his mattress and shit.
Backwards and shit. Back for the shuffle mattress.
I think we gotta do a video next time we all link up just to show the listeners what we're talking about.
Me and you on mixtape. What do you mean, bro?
Seen it snow. I was in the ends.
Was that up on IG?
I don't know.
No, we gotta do the TGR and one mixtape. Put that up on IG.
Oh yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah, 100%.
I'll be the professor.
Hot sauce.
I don't have a name for me yet, but I'll take over.
Do-rag.
What was that nigga that did the
Ed
Spider-Man on the net? What was that nigga's name again? You remember that nigga's name?
Was
I
it
know you're
Spider
talking
or
about.
something?
Everyone mixtape? Nah. He was greasy too.
Look at
Dog on the net and do the Spider-Man like a real nigga, bro, on the N1 mixtape.
And then there was a bigger man. There was a big man that used to run into.
Jeez, this is gonna bother me.
Remember And1 shoes?
Yes. Those are the most hood shoes of all time, bro.
Remember
Yo, my cousin got those, and I got so jealous.
You guys remember Starberries?
Starburst, the 20 ball shoes.
$20 shoes. I had those, bro. They were green.
All right, the Starburst.
For shoes,
man
that
made
only
a
cost
shoe?
$20.
The man made a shoe for everyone to cop and made no money from it. It's so
Very true.
Shaq made more. Shaq's made more.
Shaq had a shoe. Holy shit.
Yeah,
This
Shaq
nigga-
had a shoe with Walmart.
Oh, yeah. It was cheaper than that nigga's shoe, too, bro. Starburst. I rate that. Stephon Marbury was one of the realest niggas on the planet for that, bro. Everybody
for
can get my shoe. Little did he know 20 bucks ain't gonna help you, bro.
Yeah, nobody wants something that everyone's gonna have. It's the vanity aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yo, man, this is for selling shoes for the price of a twin, dog. No one's thinking that. So I get a twin or some Starburys. Like, shit.
I saw like this thing where this person was clowning Shaq because you know the shoe, the basketball shoe line he released at Walmart.
Yeah, he made some.
No, but he was like,
bread though.
He was like, it wasn't about the bread. The fucking guy didn't even need more bread. But it was the fact that he provided the average kid who couldn't afford fucking
Jordans
to play the opportunity to play in-ball shoes, right? For $20. You know what I'm saying?
Starberry was the truth for that. I mean, Stephon Marbury was the truth for that, sir.
Starberry.
He's a real nigga too. Like he's in general a real nigga. You know what I mean? So, and you know how it is. Yo, he grew up on the block. He's like, yo, shoes. Not every man can just get shoes like that. So you know what?
Yeah. Rate it.
I'm a bless the hood, fam. $20
Honestly,
for my shit, bro.
I miss those OG players like him. Friggin' who's the last ever talked? Corey Brewer.
Corey Brewer's a real nigga.
Politician.
Rashard.
Rashard Lewis.
Ben Wallace.
Rashard Lewis. Ben Wallace.
Ben and Rasheed, bro. Both of them, bro.
Chauncey Billups.
That was the best.
We're talking about Detroit right now.
Detroit team.
Rasheed Wallace.
Rip
You know
Hamilton.
what I mean?
Tayshaun Prince.
Just great defense. I hear those names and I think defense, dog. Just clamps.
Trust me.
It's championships, bro.
Ron Artest.
Yo, you guys don't follow football at all, right?
Yeah. Not really.
Can you take in Tom Brady, who's like 44 years old, might win like his 7th Super Bowl next week?
Yeah, he's the realest nigga on the planet. By the way.
I hope he would.
I'm telling you from now, this man literally said, let me just pick a random team. You niggas want to go Super Bowl?
I honestly feel like it's going to be the other team, the one with the young quarterback. Because
Mahomes?
Passing of torch type thing.
The greasy thing about that, though, like, that you say it, like the passing of torch thing is that, so no matter how well Patrick Mahomes does in his career, he could win 7, 8 Super Bowls. But if he loses this game right now to Tom Brady, he would never win the GOAT conversation with Tom Brady.
Facts.
Because Tom Brady beat him in the twilight of his career.
That's facts. Nigga, I'm 40 and I bust your ass, little boy.
I low-key want to see Tom Brady just put a close on the book.
Nah, I want Mahomes to take it, bro.
The guy who's supposed to be the next one, he just goes like,
nah. I want Mahomes to get like 8 Super Bowls and be greasier than Tom Brady, bro. Yeah.
Honestly, I would love that too because Mahomes is fucking exciting to watch, man. He's unreal. Like I
switched over because I have the zone. I was watching this shit. I was like, he's kind of greasy. Still, I can't even lie. I was like,
yo, smile for the camera. Jeez.
Yeah, right now.
Carry on.
Yo, like Patrick Mahomes is the best football player. One of the best football players I've ever seen.
Nasty. And how old is this nigga right now?
Mahomes?
Yeah, like 23, 24, some shit like that.
Like 24, 25, I want to say.
Oh my god.
See, that could have been one of us.
Huh?
That could have been one of us.
Nah,
no chance. Being Mahomes? Nah, that's...
No chance. Nah. First off, we from Canada, nigga.
Don't short sell your...
We going CFL, basically. CFL is worse than like everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't name you 5 CFL players that are playing right now.
Yo, there isn't enough money in the CFL that they're not even gonna run because they're just gonna lose so much money if they play.
I think a nigga from my high school plays on the CFL or some shit like that, bro.
Yeah, especially like a sport.
Was one of the teachers, the gym teacher who played for the CFL?
Oh, Mr. Kramer, bro.
Coach C. That's the only nigga I know to CFL.
Yo, he got football gear for Bremen Lee, bro. Mans can play football because of that one nigga. They're like, oh, yo, we heard your fucking hood ass school don't have shit. You know what I mean? There's a little bread, dog. Y'all niggas have some football, dog. Congratulations. Bless you. I remember that day, too. I didn't really like that guy, to be honest. He seemed kind of racist, but like at the end of the day, the man brought football to Beverly.
He was a real one, still. He was a real one.
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know, bro.
This guy just talking about drugs all the time.
Talk about what?
Talking about drugs all the time.
I believe that, bro.
Always talking about drugs.
I believe that.
Drugs and alcohol have ruined my life.
Nah, it's probably because I never had him in a class. I just
What movie is
always
that
saw me doing stupid shit.
It's from the Dave
Definitely
Chappelle
had him in a
skit
class.
with Tyrone Biggums when he talks to the children when they have the crackhead going to school.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrone Biggums, and he's got like the little like microphone.
Yeah.
Well, I forget what those things are called, but
Or when he's telling the kids about where to buy the crack.
Tells kids where to go buy the crack. It's like,
Definitely watching some.
you go to your
Chappelle
mommy's purse, take $5-10, take the number 22 bus downtown. Like so fucking jokes. I was talking to a coworker the other day. I still think hands down one of the best skits of
Without a doubt.
all time in history is Dave Chappelle's first episode, the fucking black white supremacist.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Still to this day,
Definitely.
one of the funniest skits I've ever seen in
Hilarious.
my entire life.
White power. Man's head
Like-
blows up.
Oh my god, it was so like it was just genius, and even he like said it on his show. He's like, "Well, it's my first episode, might get canceled after this, but
Yeah.
fuck it."
Go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
He's a realist, bro. He's
yeah,
a realist.
he
realist.
came with it off the rip, and that's
Off the
why
rip,
Dave
bro.
Chappelle is the GOAT. And I feel bad because all these young ones will never know it.
You don't understand.
I feel like there's these younger generations that just don't understand Dave Chappelle.
We are the perfect generation to understand Dave Chappelle
Definitely.
perfectly
Definitely.
because we got him in high school when we start understanding things and things kind of made sense and the jokes made sense. And then after it carried on throughout our life as grown people. And to this day, people still say some shit about Dave Chappelle's comedy
Yeah.
skits from back in the day. Just no jokes.
Where's Ja?
Where-
Dave Chappelle's on his like George Carlin tip of his
Definitely.
Life
What,
cycle now,
he's
you know,
doing
where
it so
now
I
he's
like
just-
the way he's doing it.
yeah, he just
I like the way he put on Charlie Murphy, bro. No one even talked about Charlie Murphy back in the day that much because it's Eddie Murphy's brother. But then after Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories, one of the greatest
So
things
good.
that ever be put
Greatest thing ever.
on TV ever. I don't
Did
care
Charlie
what it
Murphy
says.
die?
All of them.
He passed away, yes.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy passed.
I forgot about that.
Passed,
Trust
yeah.
me, dog. It's wild, bro.
Crazy.
It's like so many just people are just gone, and you even take it in half the time, bro.
I
I
know.
forget madmans are just passing away and shit.
Yeah, and
You know?
I feel like a lot of people died this year that I probably don't even remember how many. Famous
Last
people,
year was
I
the
would say.
one. 2020 when Kobe went in 2020, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, trash year.
We actually just
The fuck?
recently passed the 1 year anniversary of that too.
It did,
And,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, recently.
that was kind of like the chain reaction of like I think the day before that too was like the first reported case of COVID in Canada.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole, especially during that time, there was like all these conspiracies revolving around Kobe's death and coronavirus.
Mhm.
It was crazy.
Trippy.
Like,
What was the conspiracy around Kobe's death and Corona though?
there was some weird ones, but like just the one that stood out to me the most, the connection at least, was the where his grave lies. It's called Corona Del Mar. Corona Del Mar.
Mhm.
And then coronavirus happened. I don't know. Fucking
Bomb, Kobe gun.
So you're
Fuck the
saying
world.
Corona's in the name of the gravesite where Kobe Bryant is resting.
yeah, it's called Corona Del Mar. It's in like
fucked.
LA or some shit, California.
Oh,
or
man.
whatever.
They don't even call it coronavirus; they call it COVID-19. I was reading this book actually, the Kobe book. When that shit,
Mamba
Mamba
mentality.
mentality.
it's greasy.
Jinx.
Kobe's the truth, bro. He's just a different type of nigga, man.
Might have to borrow that when you're done.
Let me know. Yeah, for sure. I'm almost done. It's actually greasy, bro. Kobe is a
TGR
group,
Book Club.
Why we should do that? Review some books.
We've said this so many times.
Yeah.
Let's start
So
it.
And niggas don't have time to read and shit, you know?
So let's
Niggas,
do
I'll
it.
start a book club. I'll be the forerunner of it, man.
Ah,
Let's do
yeah.
it.
if the
some
book's
reading
greasy, I'll
tonight.
get busy. That's all I gotta say.
We just gotta
If
find
it's
a
not
book
greasy, I'm just not about
we
it.
can all read.
Yeah. Well, to our viewers, if you want to join or if you like the idea of a TGR book club, holla.
Yeah,
Come
and
forward.
give us suggestions on a book.
My books
the
are
four of
all
us
in it,
should
though.
read.
I got Kobe book, I got Zlat book, I got Jay-Z's book, I got 50 Cent book. You know what I mean? I got Beckham's book.
So yeah,
I got the 100 most evil people on the planet book. I got a lot of English
Is that what
shit,
it's
you know?
called?
Wait, hold on. It's the most ignorant book, bro. It's just basically a breakdown of how the most evil people on the planet is doing some crazy shit. And it's like, oh, shit.
That's a real book.
I got a book called
I
Nigga.
want to read that. What? You got what?
For real?
Do you actually?
Nigga.
Oh, is that by?
This book.
Oh, I've seen that book. I've seen that book.
It's intense.
Is that is that fucking Clayton Bigsby's book?
Nah, it's like some next shit. This is it. It's called Tyrants.
Oh, let me
So
see.
ignorant.
You got fucking Mussolini, Stalin, and Hitler, Stalin, and Hussein.
That's an example.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein. Yeah.
Bunch of psychos.
Yeah, bro. There's like all these other mans in the back too and shit.
Let me see what you got. Focus?
Hold on.
I don't know who those two left are. Oh, I know Vlad the
Genghis
Impaler's on
Khan,
the
I
far
think.
right.
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler.
One of them.
Napoleon in the middle?
And I think the guy on the right is Genghis Khan on the far.
No, that's Vlad the Impaler, bro.
Is it?
What book is that?
Oh, it is a lot. It's Tyrants,
Chira's got
History's
the
100
Dewey
most
one, no?
evil
Oh, okay. So,
as well as dictators.
any last words for tonight's episode?
No.
Alright, same.
Man,
Catch us
say
on the
bless.
next one.
Yeah.
Catch us on the next one.
Yeah.
Man, put on that dude, jeez. That's how you know it's a done thing, bro.
I had to call it.
Sign off thing. No more, no long talk. Sign off thing. The dude's on.
Is that your thing now?
Long talk.
A hood? You put
Yeah.
on- is that
You
his
guys
hood?
put on your do-rag, so you know.
It's not a do-rag. It's a headscarf. It's a
Yo,
silk-
man's got cheese in me. I need that do-rag you're
It's a
saying?
headscarf.
I got bare do-rags. Probably got a do-rag in this drawer or something.
It's literally my girlfriend's headscarf. It's silk, so that it doesn't
Or maybe
promote
not.
hair breakage. I wanted to wear it because I wanted it to look different on tonight's episode. Because
I like it.
I got sick of looking at myself.
Oh,
on the episodes.
that's so mean. You shouldn't treat yourself that way. Don't talk down to yourself like that.
Thanks, Right Guy. Thanks for the wise
Treat
words.
yourself.
You're
I
a
gotta be
beautiful
out-
man. Don't do that to yourself.
Treat
I am a beautiful man.
And then a little flip-offs.
Oh,
Don't
jeez.
kill me.
You got the hair flip going,
I
bro.
got the hands. I got the hair in the hands, bro. Don't fuck with me.
Hair and hands, man. Here's the hands.
Jeez. Guy peacocks mans with the hands with the hair and then hits him with the hands.
Exactly. That's my
Alright.
thing now. All right, Bills, you need a ting, and yeah, TGR_905. You guys already know. Like, we don't even need to say it. But,
I'll put it here somewhere.
next time we gotta talk like this, like we're actually beside each other.
Okay.
Yo, what you saying, mom? Oh,
So Nico, what are you saying, bro?
Honestly, I don't know because I can't see you. But
Give me a
Man's
dap.
pointing the other
Give me
way,
a
bro.
daps.
On my way, it's so ignorant.
Jeez.
yo, Bills, daps me, dog.
Yeah.
No,
No, you guys gotta go
Oh.
like diagonal.
This way?
no, you go. You come to my fist, bro.
Jared dabs me, bro.
Yo, the way I see you, it's like you're coming downwards.
Whatever.
Alright.
We just gave the most exciting,
We're the worst.
most exciting.
There's a friendship.
Hopefully, you could cut it before that.
No lie. I can't see shit.
I'm
What's
definitely
up?
gonna let it just fucking.
It's so ignorant. Do I see it?
Going.
Nico's downwards, right into the right, and Jared's on that bottom right. Oh, fuck y'all. That's my niggas.
Taps.
TGR.
All right.